Good morning, children. Today we will see one more important topic in current electricity, that is what drift velocity. What is meant by drift velocity? What is the formula for drift velocity? We will see in this session. The chapter name is electric current. This is lecture number 3. In first two lectures, I explained what is current, what is resistance, what is potential difference, what is potential. All those things we saw in first lecture and second lecture. In this session, we will see what is meant by drift speed. Very important concept, drift velocity. First of all, what is meant by drift? Drift means very slow movement. Very slow movement of the electron is called nothing but drift. Why drift happens? When drift velocity takes place? All these things we will see. First of all, before going to drift velocity, you need to understand two important definitions. Number one, relaxation time. Relaxation time. This is denoted by tau. Relaxation time relaxation time is denoted by tau. You can, some textbooks it is written as T also, but relaxation time, most of the textbooks in NCERT it is given tau. Relaxation time is tau. Next one, mean path. What is mean by mean path? Mean path is denoted by lambda. Lambda is nothing but a mean path. If you know these two definitions, we can define drift velocity. What is mean by relaxation time? What is mean by mean path? Again, same concept in previous lecture only. Here I am using one cylindrical conductor. This is a cylindrical conductor. Every conductor consists of 10 power 29 free electrons per cubic meter cube. It is not a joke, very huge number of free electrons. If you take 1 meter length, 1 meter breadth, 1 meter height, in this area how many free electrons are present? 10 power 29. As I told you, 1 beside 29 electrons means not a joke. 10 power 7 only 1 crore. 10 power 29 means billions, trillions of electrons. Those many electrons we cannot count also. Those many. Why? Because these are all minute particles. These many free electrons are present in this conductor per cubic meter. Where the generally electrons are exist in outer shell of the, this is what an atom. This is what nucleus. Nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are present inside the nucleus. Outside electrons are present. This last shell electrons are called nothing but valence electrons. Whenever electric field are applied, only outer shell electrons will come out from the atom, so that these electrons are called nothing but free electrons. These are called free electrons. If you apply more potential difference, inner shell electrons also comes out, then these electrons also free. Number of free electrons depends on the potential difference supplied. If you supply more potential difference, automatically the more number of free electrons comes out from the atom, so that the current flow will be more. Current flow depends on the potential difference. Potential difference is nothing but the work done by the cell to bring 1 unit positive charge. This is what battery. Battery provides potential difference. This is positive charge, this is negative charge. Here potential is volt 0, here potential is 0, here potential is V. Let us consider. Small line indicates small potential, big line indicates big potential. What is the difference between these two? V minus 0, V. This is what potential difference we measured with the potential voltmeter. Voltmeter is an instrument used to measure the potential difference. If potential difference is, let us consider 3 volt. In this conductor also, if you connect voltmeter, it shows 3 volt only. if there is no loss in potential difference, if 3 volts provided by the battery, same potential difference is exist in between the conductor, then we call it as ideal cell. Ideal cell. Ideal cell means there is no loss in potential difference. How much potential difference is supplied by the battery, that much potential difference is exist in between the two terminals of the consumer. This kind of battery is called ideal battery. We are not talking about battery today. We are talking about drift speed. What is happening inside the conductor, we will talk. Let us consider these kind of positive ions. So many positive ions are present inside the atom. Why? Because electrons are present outside of the shell. No, these are all electrons. We are not talking about electrons now. We are discussing about only positive ions. These are all positive ions. Let us consider these are all positive ions. Now, the arrangement of all these positive ions, the group of these positive ions together, we call it as a lattice. Lattice. Lattice means the arrangement of all these positive ions in a conductor is called lattice. Sir, what is the function of lattice? If there, what actually this lattice will do? In some textbooks, it is called as kernel also. Kernel or lattice. In NCERT it is given as kernel. In some textbooks it is given as lattice. What is the function of this kernel or lattice? What this kernel will do? Let us consider one electron comes out from this atom. If there is no another lattice, another positive ion is not there, directly this electron moves in this direction, opposite to the direction of potential difference. All these electrons move like this. If there is no positive ions, the speed will not be restricted directly. If one electron is very small in nature. If electron comes out from the atom, if another lattice is not restricted the speed, so immediately the electron comes out from the atom, and so that the speed of the electron will be increased by millions of times. So that whenever one electron comes out from this atom, immediately it hits the neighboring atom, so that the speed immediately decreases. Try to understand, children. If one electron comes out from this atom hits the neighboring electron or neighboring atom, so that immediately the speed of the electron decreases. The distance between one collision, let us consider this is one positive ion, this is another positive ion. Let us consider this is one kernel, this is another kernel, this is another kernel, this is another kernel. Like that, so many kernels are present. No, one electron comes out from this atom and hits this atom. Again, that this electron comes out from here and again hits this kernel, again hits this kernel, again it like this. So that what will happen? So that the speed of the electron also decreases. The speed of the electron also decreases. It takes some time to hit here to here. From this kernel to this kernel, it takes some time. This time, the time between two kernels, the electron time, the hitting time of the electron between two kernels is called nothing but relaxation time. Important, children. Two kernels are there, or two positive ions are there. One electron comes out from this atom and hits the neighboring atom, so that it takes some time to hit here to here. So to travel this electron from here to here, it takes some time. This is called relaxation time. Relaxation time means the average time taken by the electron from one kernel to another kernel. This is what relaxation time denoted by tau. What is meant by mean path? Here to here there is some distance. Here to here there is some distance. This kernel to this kernel another distance. Let it be lambda 1. This is lambda 2. This is lambda 3. This is lambda 4. Like that, millions of lambdas, millions of paths. The path between one kernel to another kernel is called nothing but lambda 1. Lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, like this. Millions of paths are exist between two kernels. The average of all these paths, that means lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 plus so on by lambda n. N electrons are there, so that n is equal, this is nothing but average mean path. Average mean path. Path means the distance between two kernels. The distance between two kernels is called path. Path is denoted by lambda. Path 1 is lambda 1, path 2 lambda 2, path 3 lambda 3, like that n number of paths are there. lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 so on lambda n by n. This is called average mean path of the electron. Remember children, these two are important. Number one, relaxation time. Number two, average mean path. If you know these two, then after we can define what is meant by drift velocity. Understand children up to here? Once again, relaxation time, the time taken by any particle, any electron to move from one kernel to another kernel is called relaxation time. What is average relaxation time? This is also same. Tau 1 is first relaxation time. The electron takes some time from here to here, one kernel to another kernel. This is what tau 1. This is tau 2. Tau 2 is the relaxation time of second electron to move from one kernel to another kernel, like this tau n by total n second, n time. This is what tau average. Tau average is nothing but total times by number of times is called nothing but average relaxation time. Important definitions, kernel and average relaxation time. Then after, mobility is also important. To define mobility, you need to understand what is meant by drift speed. See children, before going to drift speed, first of all, what is mean by thermal speed? Thermal velocity. This is what cylindrical conductor. Once again, in this chapter I use cylindrical conductor only. Sir, why are you taking only cylindrical conductor? Why not you are taking very thin wire? Thin wire only, but in a zoomed manner. Why? Because to understand in a better manner, I zoomed 1000 times so that it looks very big in size. This is what a cylindrical conductor. Observe carefully children. In this, so many electrons are present, millions of electrons are present, 10 power 29 free electrons per cubic meter. How these electron moves? What is the speed of these electrons? See children, first of all, you need to understand thermal velocity. Thermal velocity. What is mean by thermal? Thermal means heat. Velocity means nothing but a thermal speed, not thermal velocity, thermal speed. Due to heat, some electron gains some speed. Even though let us consider this is a metal. This metal consists of so many electrons. All these electrons continuously moving only without doing any external field. Even though you did not do anything, these electrons are not stable in mode. These electrons are continuously moving from one point to another point, one atom to another atom, another atom to another atom. This always collide each other. How it is happening? This is because of thermal energy. This is called thermal energy. Due to thermal energy, electron gains some speed. What is mean by thermal energy? Generally, room temperature is 25 degrees. Outside atmospheric temperature is 35 degrees. In between 25 degrees and 35 degrees, what will happen? This is what room temperature. This is what surrounding temperature. 35 degrees we can survive. Go on, in summer it goes to 50 degrees also in North India, in like Rajasthan. It goes to 50 degrees also at that time. In Hyderabad also it is going to be 45 now, 42 to 45. We feel very humid. This is what thermal energy. Due to this temperature, at this temperature only, what will happen? All these electrons will come out from the atom. This is what atom. In this atom, outer shell, these electrons will come out, and one electron comes like this, one electron goes like this, this electron moves like this electron like this. Like this, electrons move in their own path. All these electrons comes out from the atom and they move in a random motion. One goes up, one goes down, one goes north, one goes east. As they wish they move. This is because of thermal energy. Thermal energy means nothing but in between 25 to 35 degrees, or it may be 40 degrees also. Thermal means heat. Because of heat energy. What heat? A room temperature heat. It may be room temperature, it may be external temperature, it may be surrounding temperature. These electrons moves in random motion. Due to random motion, the net electrons comes out from this atom. the net electrons comes out from this atom will be 0. If electron do not comes out 0, if electron comes out from the material is 0, then automatically charge is also nothing but number of electrons. Number of electrons are not coming out, so automatically I is equal to Q by T. Q is nothing but 0, 0 by T is 0, so no current flows in a conductor because of thermal energy. Because of thermal energy, current do not flow in a conductor. Why? Because number of electrons coming out from left to right is equal to number of electrons coming out from right to left. All these electrons are moving in random, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, right, left, as they wish they are going, but net electrons are not coming in the proper direction. Even though if you connect these two terminals to a bulb do not glow, because net electrons are not coming out from the atom, so bulb do not glow. Understand, children? This is what thermal energy, because of thermal energy, this is what average speed of electrons. What is the speed of electron? You know, approximately 10 power 5 meter per second. Each second 1 lakh meter. Average speed of electron is 1 lakh. Sometimes it is approximately 10 power 6 meter per second also. 10, that means 1 lakh to 10 lakhs. The speed of the electron varies from 1 lakh to 10 lakhs meter per second. Each second it is going 1 lakh meter per second, means how fast they are moving. Zigzag. The zigzag motion of electron is very high. That is each second 1 lakh. 1 lakh is not a joke. 1 lakh meter. 1 lakh, 1000 meter means 1 kilometer. This is what 100 kilometer. 100 kilometer. 10 power 5 means how much? The 10 power 3 means 1 kilometer. 10 kilometer. 100 kilometer per second. Each second 100 kilometer, the rapid motion of electron takes place, even though no electron is coming out. Hence, current do not flow, bulb do not glow. Understand, children? This is what average speed of electron. Average speed of electron is 10 power 5 meter per second. In some textbooks it is given as 10 power 6 also. Suppose in calculations sometimes we will take 10 power 6, that we will see in problems. The average speed of electron is 10 power 5 meter per second because of thermal energy. Now thermal energy not there. Suppose this thermal energy is not sufficient to flow the current. Now what I am doing, I want to make this bulb glow. I want to make this bulb glow. What to do? Again same scenario. This is what cylindrical conductor. The two terminals of the cylindrical conductor I connected to a bulb. This is what bulb. Now whenever you connect a battery here, this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Here the voltage is V, here the voltage is 0. The difference between these two voltages is called potential difference. Let the potential difference is V. Whenever potential difference is there, automatically current induces. This is what current direction. Current is I. Current always flows from higher potential to lower potential. This is what current direction. Whenever current flows, positive side positive charges exist, negative side negative ions will exist. We know all this. Whenever electric field is set up, whenever electric field is applied, electric field always goes in which direction? Current direction. Current direction, and this is what current direction. Current direction and electric field direction are same. Whenever current is moving in this direction, we know that electrons moves in opposite direction of the current. This is what electron direction. Why? Because electron has negative charge and it is attracted by the electric field. Electric field is positive. So that electric field, positive charge of the battery attracts electrons. Actually this is electron current. We consider conventional current. So conventional current is opposite to the direction of electrons. This is what electron current, this is what electric field. Electric field and electric current both are in same direction. Important, children. Sir, then what is why we are calling it as electric field? Why don't current? Current is a scalar quantity. To define current in a vector quantity, we are using one more term, electric field. Electric field is a vector quantity, whereas current is a scalar quantity. Electric field is set up because of battery. If there is no battery, we use current only. current is I equal to 0. Why? Because it is a scalar. Whenever electric field is applied, when electric field comes out from the battery, what is the function of battery? It provides potential difference. Potential difference is also scalar, but the electric field setup is a vector quantity. Here try to understand, children. Whenever you apply potential difference, some electric field exists. Because of this electric field, current is set up. Current is in the direction of electric field. Current is scalar, electric field is a vector quantity. Whenever current is moving in this direction, electrons moves in the opposite direction of the electric field. So electron is moving in this direction. This is what electron current. This is what conventional current. Conventional current we consider as a current. So that this is what current. Now if you connect an ammeter here, ammeter shows how many amperes of current flowing in the circuit. Important, children. Here ammeter shows how much current flowing in the circuit. Now what I am doing, I want drift velocity. Drift velocity means what? Drift means very small. As I said, drift means very small in nature. See, children, here so many positive ions are exist. As I told you, these are all kernels. So many positive ions are exist inside the atom, inside the cylindrical conductor. So that when electric field is applied, immediately one electron comes out from this atom and hits the neighboring atom. This atom hits the neighboring kernel. Like this, the zigzag motion, like this, millions of kernels are present here. So that because of all these kernels, what will happen? The speed of electron decreases. The speed of electron decreases. Why speed of electron decreases? Collisions increased. Whenever collisions increased, what will happen? Number of collisions. Because of electric field, the collisions of electrons increases. This hits the neighboring kernel. The electron hits the neighboring kernel. Like this, number of collisions increased. If number of collisions increased, automatically what will happen? Relaxation time decreases. Relaxation time is the time taken from one atom to one kernel to another kernel. Collisions increases, relaxation time decreases, so that automatically relaxation time decreases means number of hittings, number of collisions increases, so automatically the speed of electron decreases. Because of thermal energy, continuously they hit and they go from one place to another place like this randomly. But because of drift velocity, number of collisions increases, ultimately it goes somewhat accelerated. Some acceleration takes place from the average velocity. Let us consider average speed is up to here. This is what average speed. Average speed is very high, 10 power 5 meter per second, but drift speed is only 10 power minus 4 meter per second. Drift speed only less. Remember, children, drift velocity is less than average speed, because average speed is nothing but because of thermal energy takes place. Average speed is more than very large. Average speed is 1 lakh meter per second, but it is 1 by 10,000 meter per second drift velocity. Why? Because drift velocity means nothing but displacement by time. This is what a distance by time. Try to understand. Average speed is nothing but total distance by time. This total distance we have to cover. In random motion, it is zigzag motion. This total distance, 1 lakh meter per second. This total distance by time is called nothing but average speed. And nothing but drift velocity is nothing but drift velocity, the net displacement. Let us consider initial electron is here. Small drift means small mobility is there. This displacement by time is called nothing but drift velocity. Drift velocity is very less than average speed. Remember, children, very important. From this, we will conclude 2 points. Average velocity, average speed of electron 10 power 5 meter per second. Average speed is 10 power 5, 1 lakh meter per second. Drift speed of electron is 10 power minus 4 meter per second. drift speed, not speed, drift velocity. Drift velocity is 10 power minus 4 second. What is the difference between these two terms? Speed is nothing but a total distance by total time. Velocity is nothing but a displacement by time. Once again, I will tell you, speed is nothing but, let us consider, this is what one single electron, the zigzag motion of electrons like this total distance by time is called nothing but average speed of electron. So that average speed of electron is very high, but drift speed is, because of drift speed, I will tell you. See, this is what average speed. What is meant by drift speed? Let us consider this is what electron. This electron, due to zigzag motion, this is what number of collisions increased. Ultimately, the electron drifts from here to here. This is the initial point, this is the final point. Drift velocity, we will consider initial point to final point. This is called displacement, the shortest path by time. So average velocity is very less. So average speed is very much high, greater than the average velocity. Remember children, average speed is more, average velocity is less. There is no use of average velocity because of average speed. Current do not flow, because average speed is nothing but random motion of electrons, but average velocity is nothing but net acceleration of the particle. Here to here, this is what net acceleration. This point to this point, this is what net acceleration. Of course, it may be very less. Acceleration, mobility is very less, but some acceleration is there. Here to here, some acceleration is there. Sir, even though we applied electric field, why acceleration is not that much extent? Why it is not in a big manner, in a huge manner? Because of a collision. Number of collisions are increasing. Number of collisions increasing means number of kernels are reducing the speed of the electron, and relaxation time also reduces. If relaxation time reduces and collisions increases, automatically it accelerates. Ultimately, it accelerates very small in mode. So that drift velocity is nothing but total displacement of the electron from initial point to final point by total time. This is what average velocity. Average velocity is very less, 10 power minus 4, but average speed is very high. Why? Because that is the total distance by total time. We saw in regular manner also. What is the distance? What is the difference between speed and time? Speed is nothing but a distance by time. Velocity is nothing but a displacement by time. Speed is always greater than or sometimes equal to velocity. We read in 7th class, 8th class and 9th class. This is the difference between average velocity, average speed and average velocity. The derivation of average velocity we will see in another video. Before going to see average velocity, first of all, here remember unit meter per second. Here one more important concept I will tell you. Before going to average velocity, you need to understand one more important point. What is the acceleration of electron? See children, I want to find the acceleration of this electron. How much acceleration takes place? These two terminals I connected to the battery. Once again, same story I am repeating. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Here voltage is V, here potential difference is, here potential is 0, here potential is V. The difference is V minus 0 V. This is what potential difference. If potential difference is V here also potential difference V. Why? Because I am considering it is a ideal battery. In ideal battery, no power losses. How much voltage is supplied? Same voltage exists between two terminals of the consumer. Now, this is what electric field. Electric field goes in a direction from battery positive to negative terminal. This is also current direction. Current is always in the direction of electric field. Electric field direction and current both are same, but only difference is current is scalar, electric field is vector. Whenever current electric field is set up, electron moves in this direction. How much electron moves in this direction? That is what acceleration. We know that Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. A is equal to F by m. Force act. This is nothing but force acting on electron. Force acting on electron. How much force acts on the electron? Force on the electron is equal to single electron into electric field applied. This electric field is multiplied by electron. That is called nothing but force acting on a charged particle. A is equal to F by m. F is force acting on single electron. That is equal to single electron into electric field is applied by m. This is called nothing but acceleration of the electron. The net acceleration of the electron when electric field is applied. When electric field is applied, how much accelerates? The electron accelerates this much. This is the magnitude of acceleration of the electron. Electron dot into. Electron dot means into. Electron into electric field by mass of the electron. Remember children, A is equal to E by m. This formula will be very much useful in the derivation of drift velocity. What is the acceleration of the electron when electric field E is applied? Nothing but E by m. How we got? Simple Newton's second law. F is equal to ma. A is equal to F by m. F is nothing but E into E by m. Here E is one electron. Electron charge. E is electric field. Electric field, what is meant by electric field? Electric field is nothing but V by L. Electric field is V by L. What is V? V means potential difference, L means length of the conductor. Let this length of the conductor is L and potential difference applied in between this conductor is V. The ratio of potential difference and length is called nothing but electric field. The magnitude of electric field is nothing but V by L, potential difference by length. Potential difference volt by length meter. Volt per meter is the unit of electric field. Remember children, volt per meter is the unit of electric field. What is the acceleration of one electron? How much electron accelerates? E by m. Understand children? Sir, if electron, if these collisions, how to reduce these collisions? Number of collisions I want to reduce. Relaxation time I want I want to change. I want more acceleration. If you want to make the acceleration, if you want to increase the acceleration of the electrons, what should we do? We have to reduce the temperature. At a particular temperature, these number of collisions will zero. The electron will not collide with another kernels, so that the speed of the electron, the smooth moving of electron takes place. That means mobility of electron increases. If mobility of electron increases, number of collisions decreases. So relaxation time also decreases, so that the electron moves very smoothly and very fast. Those conductors are called superconductors. That superconductors and all we will discuss in a coming sessions. Remember, this is what a drift velocity. Drift velocity formula we will derive in another video. That also I will complete here only. Acceleration, you know, no? Acceleration E by m. If you know this formula, drift velocity is very simple. Drift velocity has so many formulas. So one formula we will see. From uniform acceleration equations, V is equal to U plus AT. Let the initial velocity of electron is 0. So V is equal to AT. V is nothing but a drift speed. Because of drift speed, here to here it is drifting. Vd is equal to A. Acceleration of the electron, now only we saw, minus E by m. F by m. F is E by m into T is nothing but tau average. Relaxation time. This electron hits number of collisions and finally it comes here. This is what tau. Tau is nothing but relaxation time. E is charge of electron. Charge of one electron. E is electric field. Electric field formula V by L, potential difference by length, and m is mass of electron. Mass of single electron, and tau is average relaxation time. Average relaxation time of electron. These are the Vd is drift speed. Remember, up to here children, we will continue drift velocity. Drift velocity, how the drift velocity is related with current. What is the relation between current and drift velocity? What is the formula for current? All these things we will discuss in a coming session. Very important, drift speed, drift velocity, average speed, relation of these two. Generally drift velocity, drift speed we will use in a similar manner. Remember, it is a drift velocity. Of course, we can call it as a speed also, but accurate value is a drift velocity. Velocity means nothing but displacement by time. So average velocity is very less than average speed. Average speed means before connecting the two terminals of the conductor to a battery. Once it is connected to the battery, what will happen? Number of collisions increasing because of electric field. If number of collisions increases, automatically mean path average mean path lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda n by n, mean path changes, relaxation time decreases. If relaxation time decreases, automatically ultimately the electron slightly accelerates from initial point to final point. This small acceleration is called nothing but mobility. The mobility of electron, the drift speed by electric field is nothing but mobility. Mobility, one more term also here, mobility. Mobility means small movement. Mobility is denoted by mu. Mobility is nothing but a drift speed by average. Mobility is nothing but a drift speed by this is what mobility. Understand, children? These are all important concepts. Go through drift velocity, all derivations, all these equations in this session. Once again I will remind you all these points. Acceleration of the electron is equal to Newton's second law, F by m. The force acting on single electron is equal to electron charge into electric field, E by m. If you want a drift velocity, V is equal to U plus AT, uniform acceleration equation, first equation. Initial velocity of the particle is 0. Let us consider electron is not moving initially. Vd, final velocity is nothing but drift speed. Drift speed of electron is equal to AT. A is nothing but acceleration of the electron, E by m into T. T is nothing, tau is relaxation time, E is electron charge, E is electric field, and m. Electric field is nothing but a potential difference by length. Potential difference across the cylindrical conductor by length. This potential difference by length is called nothing but electric field. Potential difference unit volt. Volt by meter is the unit of electric field. Next, mobility. Mobility means movement. Mobility, how the mobility changes? Because of electric field. Electric field, sum of the drift velocity takes place. So this ratio, drift velocity by electric field is nothing but mobility. Velocity meter per second, electric field volt per meter. If you divide these two, you will get a unit of mobility. Unit is not important. Mobility is nothing but moment. Just remember this word. These are all important concepts. Prepare well. Write your note. Prepare the notes on your own. Any doubts you can write in comment section. Actually, comment section is in a mute mode. I will try to invoke today. Why? Because I don't know all these features. Just I want to give some push up to you so that you prepare well. All these concepts are very, very important. All the best. God bless you. Keep it up.